So, Andreas, what is the newer generation? Tell us about that.
Well, I think we're learning a lot in marketing. I'm an economist and I'm not a very good marketing person. Well, I'm learning a lot. So what we try to do is, number one, we build our business organically. So it was really a matter of growing as strong as the communities can grow. That was one of the most important aspects and overreaching aspects in the business, is to set up a business that would grow at the pace of our communities. Often, brands need to grow fast, they need to be cost efficient, they need to be driven according to what the market requires and what the consumer requires. And where we built this company was, let's deliver products into the market in which what the communities can deliver. Let's look at coconut oil and what can we do about developing coconut oil into retail products where we can move a lot of coconut oil, where there's a high value, where the health benefits of coconut oil, both in food and in skin, can be brought around. And so we designed this range of food products and skincare and lifestyle products called the Nui brand. And we've been selling them in the shops for 4 years and just learning about putting a brand in there and what its requirements are. And it's been an interesting learning for us as well, in the sense of that they've been successful, but our pricing was wrong and tube sizes were wrong. But we grew by getting a contract from Oxfam to put into 17 Oxfam shops. And with that contract, we ran back to the factory and had everything ready, and we just made it for the first time. And we've really been testing the products for 4 years, and it's been quite successful. And what we've learned is that really one of the most important things is interacting with our, customers want to know our story. And we've always tried to be strong in linking our communities with our customers, because that's, at the end of the day, if there's loyalty between the community and the customer, that's when we feel there's a sustainable future in the brand. And to do this now and to bring that whole idea across, we're really trying to link people who believe in our core values, which is ethical, sustainable and fair, with the Nui products. And if they purchase the products, they become stakeholders in the brand. And that stakeholdership is part of a generation of change. That's what we spoke about earlier. It's how can we make all of those people out there that want to be conscious consumers, they want to be solution bringers, they want to see that difference, it's self-empowering to buy a product when the change is there. It's something that's very common now in our generation, that we can link customers and communities through the internet with their stories. And that's what we're trying to do with the Nui generation, to bring people on board. It's the newsletter, it's blogs, it's specials, it's linking them in communities, trying to set that framework up on the web that people can really become stakeholders in the brand and believe in it, and share in driving that brand forward and bringing change to the Pacific region. And that's, I think, where we're different as a brand. We've chosen one region. We haven't chosen anything else but the Pacific. And we're just really trying to bring awareness of the Pacific, the economic difficulties, the social difficulties, the climate change difficulty, and use the brand as a platform to bring that information to the customer, to the community, and they can actively change that by buying the Nui products, which are very sustainable, they're handmade, they're organic, they're fairly traded. We work within the fair trade organizations to try and bring fair trade into the Pacific. We've done that for 10 years now. So we have one of the first fair trade contracts for Pacific cocoa. So we're really trying to drive this whole agenda, and the brand and the Nui generation is our platform to involve customers around the world.
So what is going to happen to these islands in the South Pacific in, say, the next 10, 20, 30 years if nothing changes?
It's not the next 20 years that worry me, it's tomorrow. It is clearly understood that Solomon Islands will not have any forest left in the next 5 years. That's it. It used to be the second largest tract of rainforest in the South Pacific after PNG, and it will have no tangible forest assets left. If you look at the value of those now, or even 10 years ago, and you look what's happening within the climate change and REDD and the idea of carbon credits, there would be 50 times the value they could have for them now annually. But they all cut down, so that is already lost. We have climate refugees. In PNG, in Bougainville, the Cataract Islands are sinking. We are part of a relocation process for those island communities, trying to integrate them into new communities on new land. And you need to understand that in the Pacific, every culture is linked to an island. They're linked to their island. It's over 250,000 years of culture on that one atoll. And now they need to leave that, and they leave everything behind and have to go and find a new island where there's somebody else's culture. For us, it's a matter of, I mean, we love our homes, but at the end of the day, we believe in real estate. We buy and sell. They couldn't buy and sell. They can only lose. It is their birthright, and they're losing this. So the things are happening right now. Solomon's has their first climate refugee, and so does Samoa, and so does Vanuatu. So, there are relocation processes already happening. So it's not about 5 or 10 years. It's about focusing on what we can do. It's our neighborhood, especially as Australians. And the whole of America, it's the Pacific region, it's the largest ocean. We need to take responsibility. It is our growth rate and what we drive, our cars, our buildings, us as Western cultures that have changed and a predominant effect on climate change. And the islanders are suffering, they're losing their land. And we have an ecological debt, I believe. I really do believe that we need to work this out together. And out there is a tropical paradise, there's a garden there, and we in Australia are very focused on saving the Murray-Darling and saving our agriculture, but the reality is that we are a region. So we should look beyond the region and say, Samoa has 5 meters of rainfall a year. So why would we strain the Murray-Darling by drawing all that water out when in our region there is the other side of the desert? So I think it's really important we look regionally. We accept that our neighbours are, part of what we do. We need to see ourselves as our region and look at that and see where we can help. And at the end of the day, every Australian has been to one of the islands, whether it's Fiji or Vanuatu or Samoa, and there's a strong linkage there. I really believe that, with the Torres Islanders and PNG, it's all really one country. It's just we are here as Australians now, and we're just very protective of our Australia, but we should open up and look beyond that and take a responsibility for some of the things that we have been active on. We are the highest carbon emitting per capita nation in the world.
Australia is.
Yeah, we're punching right up there with the big boys. So we've got to accept that. Our mining industry, whatever we've done is part of that problem that we have now. And economically, we have to find a sustainable way out of that. But that doesn't mean we can not do the little things. Yeah. And that's important. Every day we can do little things. One of them is buying the Nui range.
Andreas, thank you so much for your time today. It's been great speaking with you and learning more about the inspiring work that you're doing and the difference that you're making in the South Pacific and the difference that we can make in being part of that by buying your products at newigeneration.com.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Julie. And feel free to come to the website, have a look, and all comments are always worthwhile. We want to really build a co-creative process and a social asset in Nui as a brand. So,
and when people are buying these products, they know you can track all the way down the line to see who actually was the grower that grew that coconut, that produced that oil, that made that bar of soap that you gave as a gift or that you used yourself, and that you can actually have a relationship with that producer yourself.
That's right. That's where we want to go to. I think it's all about putting a track and trace in place that people can understand really where every single ingredient of their product came from. I mean, it's a big work for the website, but we're busy with it, and we're going to put a lot more stories on our website, and it's a growing process. And we're not there to splash out on marketing, but we really just want to move it bit by bit and grow it organically. So, that's the way we're looking forward to it.
So for anyone out there who'd like to find out more, please go to the website, africanpacific.com or newigeneration.com.